Today I come to tell you about it. Walking, it's most important thing rather than running. My today point, if you see my hair, it's wet. I start really walking and telling myself to, I have an Apple Watch before I have a Fitbit, and I start record, I needed to make 10,000. Really, my goal like going to 15,000 steps, but if I make 10,000 steps and it's already evening, I'm okay with that. No less than 10,000. Before I was doing like 5, 6, 7, something like this, but my lifestyle, it's not acting. I don't exercise. I'm moving around, but I don't exercise, or I don't acting like people maybe think about me. But my goal for this week, really for this month, to try to walk more. I right now, my husband go work, my son go to school, and I put my clothes on without taking a shower or anything and go walking. I live in Texas, it's really hot. You come home, you sweat. My hair right now washed, and I already, it's 11 o'clock here, 10:45 really, but I already have 11,465 steps I done today, and I'm kind of happy for that. I started doing this for so many different reasons. First, I would like to be more active for myself and for health. And second reason I have it, my mood recently starts to be a little bit bad. Like I'm more sensitive, I more want to cry or something like this. And I started researching, and I figured out if you're walking outside on the weather, like good weather, I'm talking about first of walking outside, your cortisol going down. And I think my cortisol really high, because my stress level was really bad. And like yesterday, I went for a walk in a park beautiful, nothing, nobody around it. You maybe see 1 or 2 people for 1 hour max. You can talk on a camera if you would like to. You can dancing, whatever you want to do there. It's really good. It's not a park, it's trail, like it's behind kind of library. It is big trail. One trail I was today recording, it's take me 30 minutes to walk from the start to finish. One trail. I think it's long trail, and it's beautiful. And first, yesterday when I walk, I was so emotional. I walk there and I see butterfly flying. I saw, what is this, animals? It's in my head, I cannot say anything. Crickets. Crickets jumping around. There was a lot of crickets, and it was interesting. It was different type of crickets. When I start like personal notice, they're not the same crickets. One cricket I was recording was like a little bit shy, kind of like every time I move here and he's moving different direction. And another thing was there was dragonflies, and one dragonfly is normally dragonflies I want to record. They're beautiful for my opinion, and I started recording, and these dragonflies do not scare me at all. Like it was not scary at all, and it was so funny. But why I'm like, I start noticing more. I'm coming closer to this dragonfly, and their face is really ugly. Like they have beautiful wings, they fly, but their face is really like ugly. And my mood, I think in 2 or 3 minutes, just to see, and you feel, when you walk to this trail, you feel like it's not a paradise, I will say, but it's relaxation. You feel this wind noise, you feel like you hear wind noise, you feel two wind noise to your skin, and see this natural, it's make your relaxation. And what's important, I think, it's not people was around it. We do have a before park when I went, and it was a lot of people. I was liking it to go to home my family, they have playground, they have people photograph, but it was busy park, talking about trails. And you go kind of like high a little bit, and it has observatory. It's really beautiful. Sometimes go in the fall to see this observatory, but I don't was liking it. I want to escape from people. I want to be by myself. I want to feel nothing. Don't want to look in phone. I don't want to do anything. I just don't want to walk walk. Today I was listening something, but overall, like, you want to walk. And this is time I thought about, it's a good time to call your friends. Sometimes you don't have time, you're always busy, kind of like doing nothing. And another thing was I thought about call to my parents, to my country. I always have kind of guilt, because like we spend 2 or 3 hours a day to talk, and my day is gone, and my son coming up, and I need to do something, and it's gone. And why they don't do really early in the morning. And another thing, if you downloaded the book, audio book, or you have YouTube, you maybe save for watch later, some kind of like YouTube stuff. It will be like really good time to kind of do 2 or 3 things together. And this time you do health for yourself, you're moving more. And I done with my steps. I'm really happy for that. I don't want to kind of like, yeah, I don't need it right now, go and sit down and doing. And after a store I went to, and I pick up broccoli from Walmart. My broccoli gone, and I'm a little bit obsessed with broccoli. I will say kind of binge eating broccoli, not like of binge eating like crazy, but talking about like I never have this obsessed with broccoli. And I was thinking about it like, so when I went to carnivore, when I went out of carnivore, what I want, it was broccoli with butter. I want broccoli with kind of dip or something. I want broccoli. I want broccoli. And I think in 2 or 3 days I was eating broccoli. I want in a meal all included broccoli. Yeah, I would like a piece of meat half, and I made eggs, but broccoli was included in all my meat. I don't eat yet, and it's already 11 o'clock, 10:51, and I already make my coffee. Normally I wake up 4 o'clock in the morning, and I start my day with this cup of coffee. I have espresso machine, and right now I will be making broccoli, eggs, and maybe put some kind of meat inside, and it will be my lunch. This is my introduction to this day. I start walking, and if you think you're walking a lot, and you may be tired in the evening and you think about you walking, if you doesn't record your walks, so talking about you doesn't have Fitbit or Apple Watch or different another devices which record how many steps you walk, and I can tell you doesn't know at all how many steps you walk. Shocked if you start recording your steps, how much you walk. You can record your steps on a telephone, but I have a problem with phone before. I try, I sometimes forget to turn on, and I sometimes forget to turn off. And this was a problem for me, and why I was kind of obsessed with Fitbit. I have it kind of like, I think 4 different generations of Fitbit. I don't like it to upgrade so much, go with fashion with this way. When they starting to be bad, or kind of like they was bugging and it's coming up more better, I try to upgrade it for this reason. And I was loving it Fitbit. I still like Fitbit for walking. For me, it's not was important like some people were saying like all devices doesn't calculate exactly steps, but it's not was my point to calculate if I'm missing 1 step or 2 steps. It was important for me overall to see how much I moved. And I can tell you, I was shocked how much I moved. Same about water. If you think you drink a lot of water, I think you doesn't know how much you drink water until you like really pick up a gallons of water and said, okay, this is my portion today to drink. And you pour from this water, and you see at the end of the day, do you finish this or not? If you thought about you drinking more, maybe you don't drinking more. It's normal, and this is a point for me. If you don't have any devices to record your success and you only guessing, I promise you 100% you're wrong if you're guessing your results. I will say about guessing this stuff. Do you know sometimes when you're sitting and you have good time with your family, friends, everybody else, and time passes so fast, and you thought about it's 2 hours and it's past maybe 4 hours? It's the same way. You're thinking one thing, but results is completely different. It's same about if you're working and you like work and you need to really concentrate and you need to have time to fix something, done something, doing something, your time fly. And you like stand up and you're shocked, what time is it right now? rather than was you thinking about you may be sitting for 1 hour. It's same principle for everything. I do not calculate my macros. What I'm not this person. Every time I look in YouTube video and somebody said, oh, you need to record it by writing on a piece of paper, and I know it's maybe right, and I know that. But I'm a person who like pick up this piece of paper, start writing something, and next meal coming up, I don't know where this piece of paper right now are. I always need to remind myself, okay, I put this piece of paper here, and later, I can go around this piece of paper, my piece of paper right now in the bedroom, or in the kitchen, and so on and so on. And why I will say, I don't like to do this, it's kind of stuck to this. If I can tell you, if I can have something on my neck, and have a piece of paper and a pen attached to it too, I maybe will be right, like putting something and writing some stuff. But overall, I know you need it calculate you in the beginning to see what you eat, your macros, and like food to see. I believe so many people who are now stale on a keto diet and everything like this, they eat too much. They don't eat too much, they snack in too much, my opinion. They always see food, because they have a plate, but what they put in the mouth between food, they don't see it. It's my opinion. I have example. I was working before in Czech Republic, and one woman older than me, I was 20, and maybe she was after 40, 50 years, I don't know. She was an older lady, and she coming up to me and said about to me like, how do you skinny? How are you skinny? And I said, I don't know. I don't follow the diet so much. I was kind of intermittent fasting different way before, but and when she told me this stuff, I started notice about her. She snacked almost every time. She told me she's do not eat. Last week she ate one thing, and right now she cut some stuff. But every time I was looking what. Yeah, see here, she always have some kind of sandwich in her hand. She's always was eating and snacking and snacking and snacking. We forget it, what is food, it's about it. It's satisfies our needs and move forward. It's not about binging. I think almost more than 50% of the people always binge, like I'm talking about overall people. Skinny people, a little bit overweight people, all of us are binging. I was binging. I still can be binge, I think. I control my mind right now more for that. But yes, binging is, you feel sick later on, you feel bad, and it doesn't matter. People associate binging by when you big, but it's not true. You can be really skinny, you can be eating disorder have too, and you can be really like skeleton and you can be binge eating. Food, it's kind of curse and satisfaction, I will say. So we cannot live without food. We can't live without food. Well, I believe like going to carnivore is good for you to notice what are you allergic for and everything. It's elimination almost diet, but you cannot sustain lifetime. I don't believe people who for 6 years they said about carnivore, and maybe they 100% true, but they lie to themselves. There was events where they eat some stuff, bad stuff, good stuff, anything else than a meat, and I can tell you that. And you cannot eat only meat. I was research a lot of stuff, and when I was in carnivore, and so many people said, oh, it's boring. It starts to become bored, and I was judging them. I'm like, how can meat can be bored? I love meat. Steak, it's boring. No, it's so wonderful, nice. And I don't was 100% carnivore. I was, I don't remember what name is about this. I was eating eggs, I was eating cheese, and I was eating meat. And I drink sometimes wine. Kind of bad for carnivore. But meat over time become, I was 6 months, I think. Meat over time become for me so, like, I looking at the steaks and I bought a lot of steaks, and my freezer was with steaks all the time. What do we have? We eat ground beef, steaks, sometimes pork. We rarely eat pork, but sometimes we eat pork. We don't eat bacon. I think it's only ground beef and beef. And sometimes I pick up, if it's on sale, lamb meat, and we like this too, ground beef, ground lamb or normal lamb. And we ate a lot of brain, beef brain, tongue, livers and everything like this too, from beef. And we eat a lot of beef. And I think in the end, like closer to end, I started to be like, doing more exciting for eating a steak. It was like normal food for us in the house, and it was like, I want some kind of variety, or I want something different. And I started to understand what people were saying, so it's become bored. And after 6 months, and people sometimes said about this staying for 6 years on a carnivore diet, and I'm like, it's kind of, I don't know. Good luck for them if they like it this and it's staying. I think it's really good diet, but I think it's not lifestyle diet. It's elimination diet. Like being in carnivore, not only keto, being a carnivore, I figure out to eating for me cream cheese make me inflammation. Cream cheese, and I was love when I was in the keto. I was love cream cheese. You can almost like if you craving something. I was doing coffee and cream cheese by spoon in my mouth. I was love cream cheese, and after carnivore, when I went and I pick up cream cheese, almost like an hour, I have a mucus in my throat. It was like hard, like you always swallow, and I figure out cream cheese. And every time right now I do that, cream cheese make me a little bit, I will say, swallow and mucus in my throat. You figure out in carnivore, so it's elimination diet. They have another diet, it's a Whole30, it's elimination diet too. You kind of eat like in keto, but eliminate a little bit more stuff, and later after a month you introduce every week one food. It's take you maybe again 3, 4, 5 months to figure out what food is good or not good for you. I would love to go to this route. I only figure out about cream cheese, but I don't figure out different stuff. Some stuff, I know milk for me it's not good. Every time I have a cream in my coffee, and I love it, but I don't do this often. So it's kind of, for me, cream in my coffee, I don't want to be bored, and I can't drink so much cream. But it's sometimes if I'm bored of the coffee, I like to put a little bit cream to my coffee. And it makes something different. Another thing I can tell you, you can be bored with everything. Why I think about it, stay on specific diet, which is really strict for lifetime, it cannot be possible. Keto, you can stay for lifetime. You can do fat bomb, you can do cookies, you can eat meat, you can eat vegetables, you can eat almost everything. You can only eliminate processed food, and you sometimes can still have out of keto diet and eat processed food if you travel a little bit or something, but later in mind you're going back to keto. Keto, it's lifestyle. Carnivore, I do not see. I can tell you, I have 5 machines, coffee machines. I have a French press, I have a Keurig, I have espresso, I have normal dripping coffee, I have this Italian, you kind of pouring, I don't know what it's called now, like, I don't know, you put it coffee and it's dripping, but it's different pressure, kind of espresso Italian coffee. I have 2 of them. One it's espresso made, and one it's not really espresso, but it's called espresso, and one it's cappuccino make. You put it to milk and it's frosty and everything. All of them I have, and sometimes I can tell you I like espresso and I like Keurig for convenient, and espresso I like it too for convenient. It's press a button for my machine and done. But sometimes I'm tired of espresso, sometimes I'm tired of Keurig, and sometimes I needed to pour over, and sometimes I needed that and this, and sometimes I'm tired of all coffee and I needed pouring cream and making espresso to make better coffee. And I can tell you, like, yes, why I see a lot of right now stuff, I think it's you cannot stay on a really limited diet for a long time. I think people like, it's my opinion, or I'm so different than everybody else. My husband was with me the same way. I may be so different, than in other people. And I understand people maybe stay for health reason, and it's so good. I can tell for health reason you eliminate, if you can, everything and eat only protein. It's really good for you. But after carnivore, I forget to tell you, I was obsessed and I was binge eating broccoli like crazy. Green bean was for me good, cauliflower was good, everything else was good, but broccoli, I don't know what it is. I think it's some kind of nutrition in my system was gone and I needed was replenished. I still cannot go over broccoli. I don't include the broccoli with every single meal. Every day I would love, like today, I already don't have my broccoli package. I can show you. My broccoli was completely gone, and for a couple of days I don't went to Walmart. And I like buy them in Walmart, which is the same price than at Sam's and other stores I see. And what I like it about this specific broccoli, they have this clear kind of like pile, and you can dig from these bags and see what you want to have in your broccoli. Do you want more flour? Do you want more stems and everything else? I bought it before from Walmart, it was smaller pack, and it was completely sealed, you doesn't see, and it was flour, broccoli flour. And it was almost 90% of the bag was stems from a flower, from a broccoli. And I decided no more buy kind of like cat in a bag in Russia will say, and you better to see what you're buying. And I still was eating, yes, but I like it both. I like it this bag incorporate, and I like it frozen again. I tell you again, if you don't like it so much, broccoli or vegetables, or you love them so much, if you love them so much and you want to go to store almost every single day to buy them, fresh one, you can. I try to avoid to go store more often, so I buy too much stuff. This is for me, it's really good. I put it in an Instant Pot, they're fresh, they're really good for my opinion, and they keep fresh, so they're frozen. And I love this stuff. I love this stuff. It's save me money. I don't need to go to grocery to buy my stuff, and save me waste. If you forget to cook something and you start cooking something else, problem with fresh is going to ruin it over time. Okay, this is my point was today. I hope you're enjoying, and stay tuned for next video. Okay, bye. Oh, by the way, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, claim thumbs up, and leave me comments below, and see you next time. Bye.